my dear viewers, welcome to my channel. Today we are stepping back in time to uncover the secrets of a vintage posture training. Techniques that were once used in finishing schools for young ladies or boarding schools for ladies. My name is Malena and I will guide you through these exercises that will enhance your posture and will help you achieve a more elegant and graceful appearance. I don't know about you, but when I was a girl, I loved these kinds of books for young girls. For example, by Annette Blyton. I remember one that was called Mallory Towers, and it was about girls who were living together in a boarding school, and these girls are having a lot of fun together, but they also are getting this kind of very feminine, traditional, classic education with lessons that are not like today. And then I also enjoyed reading those ballet books about girls who are ballet dancers and living in ballet boarding schools. And of course there were also many cartoons and series on TV that I also watched. So I was always inspired by these kind of vintage things, and I always liked this very ladylike demeanor. And today it is not very common to send young girls to finishing schools, let alone to boarding schools. There are only very few of these left, and for the most part, they are also only for a very small percentage of society and for a very elite part of society. But on my channel and on the internet, you are able to access a huge amount of free education. And this video is one of these sources for you, where you can simply learn some of the exercises that have been taught in those vintage finishing schools. If you like this kind of content, you also enjoy feminine topics, I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell. This way you are helping my channel to grow, and also I warmly welcome you in my feminine community. So let's start with chapter number 1. Chapter 1 is about the elegance of an upright posture. And I have 2 vintage exercises for you. And the first one is quite known because it's also kind of a cliche exercise, but it is actually quite useful and quite effective. It is called the book balance exercise. And I think you already know what it will be about. All you need for this exercise is some kind of book that is a bit more heavy, that you can place on your head and balance it on your head. I recommend you to use a book that is not too light and not too small, because this will make it much more easier for the book to slip off your head. So you need a little bit of weight, but of course not too much. This kind of book for me is perfect, the size and also the weight. And I will place it on my head and do some movements with it. I will show you several kinds of movements with several levels of difficulty that you can do in order to improve your upright posture. And this exercise will not only enhance your balance, but it will also strengthen your core muscles, which are important for your upright posture and for the alignment of your spine. I will demonstrate you the exercises. We will start with an exercise where I will just go back and forth and walk on a straight line. Then I will do some cross steps from left to right. Then I will turn around, which is even more difficult. And the fourth version is going down. So kneeling down as if you would like to pick up something from the floor, but while balancing the book on your head. Let's start. Exercise number 2, the angel wings. For that exercise, you are going to stand against a wall or a surface and hold your body straight, of course, your back straight at the wall, and then you hold your arms in a V shape like this. Your arms should be also on the wall. Slowly raise and lower your arms when you are standing on the wall like this. This exercise is quite difficult to perform with the wall behind you, but it will strengthen your back muscles and promote a more aligned stand. It is not easy to do, but you can also do it at home and don't need anything for it. I showed this exercise in more detail in one of my other videos about posture exercises. I will link that video down below for you to watch it afterwards if you want to get more deeper into this kind of exercise and also learn some other exercises for your upright posture. Chapter number 2, the power of graceful movement. Elegance is not just about standing upright or standing straight. It is also about moving in a graceful way. Let's discover some vintage exercises that will help you to enhance poise and a refined, elegant movement. And the first exercise is a fun exercise. It is very, very vintage, I have to say, but we are doing a vintage video here, so I wanted to show you that because it was actually quite popular also in finishing and boarding schools for ladies in the past. This exercise is called the ribbon dance. So all you need for that is a ribbon that you can tie to some object if you don't have a partner for the dance, because in the former times mostly this exercise was performed in pairs, so girls were standing and holding a piece of ribbon or even 2 pieces of ribbon straight, and then they were moving around with that, trying to maintain an elegant posture and a graceful movement. I will simply use my lamp for that. So here is my lamp and here is my ribbon. I already tied a piece of ribbon to the lamp. And if you have kids, this is a very good exercise that you can do with kids because I think they will really enjoy it. It's very, very playful. So what we will do is we will hold this ribbon. I will make it a bit shorter because I think it is too long. And then I will simply dance around the lamp. I will do different movements. Imagine that I am on a ball, dancing, making turns. And of course, if you are doing this with a person, you can make it even more difficult by lowering, going down in your knees and up again. So this is just a playful thing that you can put nice waltz music or classic music on and simply do that. I will demonstrate you how. By the way, I am wearing high heels for these exercises, but moderate high heels, just pumps. This will also help you to practice upright and elegant movement. And it will also make it a bit more easier to move ladylike, because later on, when you are wearing flats, you will already have this body feeling and this right posture that you had with the heels. Exercise number 2 for movement. Chair elegance. For this exercise, you will simply need a chair and practice standing up and sitting in an elegant way. What you should pay attention to are controlled and deliberate movements. It is not so much about sitting etiquette here, but if you are interested in sitting etiquette, I have made a whole video on that, and it's another video that I will link down below in the info box for you so that you can watch it afterwards to learn some nice positions for your feet and for your legs. But here it's more about the actual act of getting up and sitting down. So try to maintain your upper body straight and sit down in a very soft and deliberate way. All you need is a chair like this one. What it should teach you is to have this very smooth transitions. So instead of just, sitting down in a very harsh way or standing up like this, you learn to transition in a very smooth and elegant way from one position to the other. Chapter number 3, the art of balance and poise. Balance is a big part of a good posture and of having poise and of moving elegantly. So let's explore these 2 vintage exercises, and those are also very useful exercises. Number 1 is the tea tray exercise. So it is about imagining carrying a tea tray, or you can actually carry a real tea tray with some cups and glasses and things on it. And if you want to make it even more hard, you can put some water in the glasses, but I will show you with empty glasses. And then you just walk with placing one foot in front of the other with this tray. And of course, trying to not walk in a tense way and just looking on the tray, but in a very elegant and graceful manner. This exercise enhances posture, balance, and a confident bearing. I will show you what I mean. So here I have a tray with some cups, glasses, and other things on it. And what I mean is simply walking around with this and place the feet straight on a line or next to a line. So we will try that now. I will just walk back and forth and also make a circle around the space. You can increase the difficulty level of this exercise by using a smaller tray or maybe a silver one, because I was using a wooden one. I felt quite secure with it, so I could also do those turns. But of course, there are some other more difficult levels, so just increase gradually. When you practice that and you will receive some guests at your home next time, you won't balance the things like this anymore. You will simply come in with the tray like a fairy, and as if you were dancing on the floor, serving this tea or other drinks to your guests. And they will be impressed by your elegance and gracefulness for sure. Exercise number 2, the heel to toe walk. I am wearing heels throughout this whole video and for all of these exercises to have a bit more of a ladylike feeling, and I also recommend it to you. I am wearing moderate heels like these. I think these are about 10 centimeters and just classic pumps. So you can just wear heels like that for the next exercise and for the other ones too, if you like. We are going to walk on a line. If you don't have a floor where you can see a line, you can just stick some tape on it and just put a ribbon on the floor so that you just have an orientation. And then we will practice to put our heels first and then our toes and just walk like this. Because this is also a mistake that many women do when they are walking and not aware of the way they walk. And by always placing your heels first and then your toes, you will also ensure a more stable and balanced walk. It will simply add some allure to your movement. I will show you what I mean. Tell me in the comments if you enjoyed this glimpse into the vintage posture training of techniques that were once part of boarding and finishing schools for ladies. By incorporating those exercises into your routine, you can simply revive this elegance of older times, have some fun and put yourself in a feminine energy mood. And also, of course, you can improve your appearance by that. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and I would love to see you in my next one. Bye bye!